Today is Friday, April 8th, 2022. It is 3:19 p.m. This is the 40-day prosperity plan demonstration brought to you by Selah Leadership Academy for Creative and Intuitive Studies, LLC, an educational component of Tia DeShay, LLC. This video presentation is brought to you by the Abundance Book by John Randolph Price. You are encouraged to purchase this book and read it in its entirety and then come back to these video presentations to supplement what you have read. The agenda: protection prayer, meditation, prosperity checklist, statement of principle, gratitude, and resources. The protection prayer is brought to you by James Freeman. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is. Let it be as it was said and written unto you and unto me. It is done. Ashe and amen. Meditation: breathe in, breathe out for a total of 3 times. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. What do I know of God? God is life. Life is omnipresent. All is alive. I see this in the wonders of nature. I see this in myself. I am alive because I am life. My life is God's life. My life is God. I feel my livingness within me. I feel God. My awareness of God is growing. God is love. I feel love in my heart and know that this is the very Spirit of God flowing through my feeling nature. I cannot love without God. I love, therefore I am one with God. My understanding of God is growing. God is wisdom and intelligence. God is mind, and I sense the infinite knowingness of that mind within me. And I think, I know, and that with which I think and know is God's mind in expression. My knowledge of God is growing. Where is God? God is where I am. God is what I am. I am an individualization of God, and the Spirit of God dwells within me as me. I am the light of the world. I turn within to the light and say, Thou art the Christ, the Spirit of the living God. You are my spirit, my soul, my body. When I look at thee, I see me, and I listen in the silence for the acknowledgement from within. I am now conscious of God, of my Christ self. I am the Christ of God, the truth of God, the self of God. Through this consciousness of the reality of me, I open the door to spirit. I draw into my mind and feeling nature the wholeness of spirit, the allness of God, and my consciousness is filled with the light of truth. I now know that there is nothing that I could truly desire that is not at this very moment standing at the door of my consciousness, ready to appear in my life and affairs. I have only to be conscious of this truth, and every need is met, every problem solved, every question answered. My consciousness of God within is all I will ever need for all eternity. Breathe in, breathe out. Prosperity checklist. Is my primary interest in realizing the presence of God, or is it in meeting a financial problem? Am I still concentrating on the effect, money, or am I focusing my attention on cause, spirit? Am I willing to take my stand now and prove God once and for all as my all-sufficiency? Have I devoted the necessary time to meditating on the spirit within as the source of my prosperity? Am I conscious of the inner presence as my abundance? Do I have the understanding that my consciousness of the presence is my supply? Am I trying to demonstrate money or develop a greater consciousness of abundance? Have I accepted the truth that the living presence within me is my all-sufficiency and that the activity of this infinite mind is meeting my every need at this moment? Have I identified myself with my all-sufficient self so that I can say with great conviction, I am abundance? Knowing that my consciousness of the indwelling presence is my supply, can I now affirm and believe the truth that I have abundance? Can I see myself fulfilled and enjoying lavish abundance in my life and affairs? Have I truly expressed a feeling of love for the visions of wholeness and completeness that I see in my visualizations? Do I intuitively feel that spirit has manifest as my all-sufficiency, even though the even though the results may still be invisible? Have I spoken the word, it is done? Have I totally surrendered all my needs, desires, fears, and concerns to the presence within? Have I expressed a deep sense of gratitude in the spirit within before my good comes forth into visible manifestation? Is my heart overflowing with thankfulness and joy the majority of my waking hours? Am I listening to the voice within for guidance and instructions regarding any action that I am to take in the outer world? Am I following thought with that action? Have I totally forgiven everyone and everything in my consciousness? Am I practicing unconditional love with everyone in my life? Have I maintained a state of secrecy regarding the use of spiritual principles in the demonstration of my supply? Knowing the reality within all and the truth about all, can I see everyone on this planet as abundantly supplied with every good thing, regardless of appearances? Do I desire for everyone else that which I desire for myself? Am I a joyful giver? Do I freely share my money on a regular basis, knowing that as I give, so shall I receive, pressed down and running over? Have I done all that I can do to improve my relationship with my children? In my personal relationship with my mate or love partner, do I care more about his or her feelings and welfare than I do my own? Am I working to overcome any problems related to my sex life? Am I involved in a meaningful activity for creative self-expression? Am I working on my life plan to see myself as whole and complete in every area of my life? The more questions you have answered yes, the richer you are in mind and manifestation. Statement of principle. Day 28. My consciousness of the spirit within me as my unlimited source is the divine power to restore the years the locusts have eaten, to make all things new, to lift me up to the high road of abundant prosperity. This awareness, understanding, and knowledge of spirit appears as every visible form and experience that I could possibly desire. Don't worry, you're not behind schedule. Everything that you quote unquote believe that you have lost, believe that you missed out on, all the opportunities you think you missed out on, or that you did not take advantage of because your consciousness was not on the level that it is now. Don't worry. All of that will be restored to you. So you don't have to sit and, fret about, oh, if I had just known this earlier, how much more I could have accomplished, how much more I could have done if I had just learned these principles earlier. You will be restored. You will experience restoration. So, statement of principle, day 28. My consciousness of the spirit within me as my unlimited source is the divine power to restore the years the locusts have eaten, to make all things new, to lift me up to the high road of abundant prosperity. This awareness, understanding, and knowledge of spirit appears as every visible form and experience that I could possibly desire. I mean, think about people like Morgan Freeman. People like Samuel Jackson, who didn't start their careers until they were like, I think maybe in their 50s or 60s, and they are still going strong. It's never too late. It's never too late. You will experience restoration. Gratitude. Thank you for allowing Selah Leadership Academy for creative and intuitive studies in assisting you in your transformation. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you if you are returning. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for watching this video and joining me in this journey to raising our consciousness to always be present of the inner abundance, the infinite abundance that lives within us, and that is forever expressing itself as prosperity and unlimited wealth, abundance, and health. If you'd like to utilize my resources or purchase any of my services, you may do so at tiadeshay.com. You can download the Mirror Moments app on iOS and Android. You can take my courses on Udemy at Reverend Deandra Everhart, and purchase my books on Amazon under Tia DeShay. Until tomorrow, be blessed.